Is any of that tea knocking about?
I've had Toya on the phone. She's trying to get hold of you.
Right.
Leanne is kicking off, acting all weird, and I can't get a word out of you, so whatever's happened, Steve, it must have been pretty bad. Look, if you don't tell me, I'm going to have to phone Leanne. What's happened? Have you had a big row or something?
No, we haven't had a row. In fact, it's quite the opposite of a row.
What's the opposite of a row?
Leanne came on to me.
I wasn't expecting that.
Tell me about him.
Why? How?
OK, look, we got back from the hearing and went back to hers, and she was very upset. In fact, we were both very upset, and, well, we had a little drink. She had a bit more than I did, and I was comforting her, and, well, she said, well, it doesn't really matter what she said, but she made it pretty clear that she was up for it, if I was up for it. Which I wasn't, obviously.
Obviously.
No, she didn't mean it. She didn't know what she was doing. It meant nothing. It was nothing. You do believe me, don't you? Look, I should have mentioned it the minute I walked through the door. I don't know why I didn't. Well, I do, actually. Look, apart from being a coward, I didn't want you kicking off with Leanne. She's got enough on her plate at the moment. Well, she didn't mean it. She's certainly not thinking straight, and she's certainly not interested in me. Next she needs, too stubborn to admit it, I just happen to be the nearest available mammal. So don't kick off with Leanne, please.
Have you finished?
Can I book these gig tickets?
Not now, Amy.
Oh, but Mum promised, and there's only a few left, see?
I won't be long.
No, please don't.
Don't what?
Oi! Battersby, I think it's about time me and you had words, don't you think?
Look, Tracy,
Look, I know you're struggling and everything, but you must be in a really bad way if you're coming on to Steve. This is really difficult for me. I have hated you for as long as I can remember. And now I've got every reason to punch your lights out. I can't. And worse than that, don't even want to.
I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
If I had to sit in that court every day and listen to strangers making decisions about Amy's life, I think I'd do a lot worse than trying to cop off with a married man. Leanne, when I go off the rails, everybody knows about it.
Well, we both had our moments, haven't we?
Yeah. Had our little run-ins and all, haven't we? But you know something? I've always thought you're a great mum. I have never doubted that.
Thanks. Listen, I'm sorry I sent you away.
It's fine.
No, it's not. I shouldn't have taken it out on you.
You know, part of me was pleased that I didn't have to sit through what you and Steve were facing. I don't know how you're coping. I genuinely mean that.
I'm not. I thought we'd already established that.
Leanne, I don't think I'd even be able to get out of bed. And you are in and out of this hospital. You're talking to doctors, lawyers. You're campaigning, going to court. I think you're incredible. Oliver is so lucky to have you.
It's not making much difference, though, is it? I just love him so much. Sorry.
I know you do. Oh, blimey, it's a good job there's that social distancing in place, because I'm actually quite tempted to give you a hug.
Yeah, all right, Tracy, don't go overboard. I just can't lose him, Tracy. I just can't. But I'm worried that it's not going to go our way.